This is the fairly current show.
Popteevee.
Jom malak Jom.
Hi Nisha, welcome to the Fairly Current Show.
Hello Fahmi.
Hari ni kita nak bincang sikit pasal golongan ataupun komuniti transexual. You have been aware of, I guess, the rights of a transsexual, actually just as a human being, kan? I think for the last 5 or so years, a bit more maybe. How did that journey for you begin?
Okay, it started it happened when I was, I think, 21. Okay, at that time I was caught by the religious officers and I was under the Sharia court, cross-dressing. So I was sentenced to jail, and when I came out, everything, I started to feel that, what happened to me is not fair.
What happened to you? Why did it make you feel that it was not fair?
Because I feel that I didn't do anything wrong. The only thing that I did was being myself, which is dressed like a woman.
Right.
So being sentenced to jail for that is totally like.
Tapi macam mana masa were you manhandled? How were you treated masa you were arrested, and what was that experience like, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure, no problem. Masa penangkapan tu, there's no problem. Tapi masa I masuk jejak dekat penjara Kajang tu, things was like hell for me, because first of all, I'm a transsexual. Lepas tu dah masuk je, you kena potong rambut botak. Okay, that's the first thing. Lepas tu you kena maki hamun, you kena panggil nama, you kena all kind of things lah. And then one thing that I really felt humiliated was when, because at that time I already did my implants, everything, and then I was like asked to show off my my implants to everyone, so it's like everyone just can come and grab it if they want to. So I feel like at that time, because when we are in a prison, we can't say anything. We just got to like be a patung for them. So lepas tu lah, when I started to come out from prison, I was so not angry with myself. I was angry with what happened to me. Right. So that's where I wanted to fight for it, and that's why I found Dr. Tay, and that's why I found PT Foundation.
Pink Triangle Foundation.
Pink Triangle Foundation.
And from then you have gained a wider knowledge,
Yes.
pasal actually just hak asasi as a human being. Yeah. Now I want to talk a little bit about actually perception of the masyarakat, of society about transsexuals. Do you feel, Nisha, that sekarang ni pendapat ataupun pandangan masyarakat tentang golongan transexual, is it better or is it worse than dulu-dulu? Meaning like 10, 20 years ago?
Okay, when you talk about masyarakat kan, I really don't feel that masyarakat is giving the transsexual problem. Because if you compare dulu dengan sekarang, okay, masa zaman dulu transsexual bebas dan tak ada this law, that law, and it's very hard for you to hear transsexual being harassed or by the officers or something. It's very hard. And at the same time, masa dulu, tak silap I, on the 80s, kan, sebelum 80s, transsexuals they can go for sex change surgery. It's allowed in Malaysia. Tapi bila fatwa keluar je, I think it was after the 80s, masa itulah everything changed. Maknya, transsexual, okay, nak dapat kerja pun susah. Lepas tu, then they started to publish in the paper, in the media. Everything is all the time negative about transsexual. So I don't really feel that the masyarakat is giving problem to the transsexual. It's the, what do you call it?
So it's actually macam, whether it's the media ataupun agencies, government agencies,
especially those religious
officers,
everything.
I see. And it's really been on the rise lah. I mean, because we hear about cases happening. For example, the latest one that was quite sensational was the one in Kelantan.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the beauty contest.
Yeah.
What happened there actually?
What happened it was in Bachok, Kelantan, right? they just had like a gathering, and it's just like a what do you call it, annual dinner thing where they have this beauty pageant thing for the transsexuals. So for me, it's not really a illegal thing or what, right? I mean, it's just having fun within the community. But then, you know, the religious officers just went there and caught them everything, and because of the incident, so some of those transsexuals had to quit their job, and some of them been transferred just because, you know, knowing that they are transsexual.
So it really doesn't help that. Okay, firstly, you have these agencies that already have a certain perception, again,
Okay.
and then on the other hand, you have people who are reporting about the events,
Yes,
who
the
also
media.
give it a different color. Macam hari tu, I was reading, I think there was another a paper, a tabloid. Dia cakap pasal a situation in lorong
Haji Taib.
Haji Taib, yeah, in KL, and they associated secara terang-terang without really justifying anything transsexuals with prostitutes. Maksudnya macam, so it immediately casts in the mind of the reader, for me at least, that all transsexuals are the same level as prostitutes, as sex workers. So is that something which is right? Is that
We have to go back again. We have to ask why they are not all. Maybe I could say 40%. You know, are working as sex workers, transsexuals. But we have to ask again, why are they there? Why are they there? You know, again,
why are they there? Yeah.
Again, I'll go back because of the media. Okay, they are showing all this negative thing, as you say lah. Whenever it's transsexual, it's always prostitution. So when a transsexual goes to for interview, what, you know, the first glimpse like no. So it goes back to the media. It goes back to those agencies who have negative thoughts about transsexuals, and it goes back to the government, right? Because they are the one. Even they were like once in the parliament, they wanted to have this, what do you call it? What was it?
Was it a law? Was it a?
It's not a law. They wanted to have like a rehabilitation for transsexual.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay, like
so-
pusat pemulihan akhlak.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? I mean, we are not having problem with, you know, ourselves. It's just
Yeah, actually, the people who do need to be rehabilitated are
them.
those. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being in the show, Nisha.
Okay.
And all the best.
welcome.
The unwelcome word of the week is chomolot. Chomolot. Passionate kissing on the mouth. The shortened version of cium mulut. Malay meaning for kiss mouth, but more onomatopoeic. I used to call him a chibai, but now we're good friends. We're on chomolot terms.